What do you want to know about the team stats? Warriors didn't shoot well. Lakers shot better. Lakers made more threes. They out-rebounded the Golden State Warriors. But you know what, Willie? On a positive note, Warriors were +3 in the second half against the LA Lakers.
Wow, you pulled that out.
I did. +4 in the fourth quarter.
When's the next game?
Wednesday.
Okay, that's all.
Let's hear from Steph Curry. Even though the Warriors, look, +4 in assists, Willie. Got to take some positives here. Let's hear what Steph Curry, see if he took some positives out of tonight's blowout loss to the Lakers.
Stephen, what are the main lessons you want to take from this kind of game?
I think the biggest thing, Draymond said it a little bit at halftime. We have to remember that even when we're playing well, we won 3 in a row. You know, teams still one of, a lot of memories from the last 5-6 years. So I think a lot of that is you have to, against the really good teams, those disciplines that separate a good team from a great team have to show up. Garrett asked at the beginning, like, we've done a great job of not fouling teams, and then you give the best defense in the league, set possessions and easy points, and they thrived off of that, and they brought a little bit more energy in the first quarter. So those little things that we can control, can't control makes and misses every night, but you can control being smart, defensively not fouling. You can control your energy and your effort and your competitiveness. And we've done a really good job of that. And all of a sudden tonight, we didn't have any of it. So it shows in the score.
Steph, to what Draymond was telling you guys at halftime, do you think that'll ever fade as long as you are still in the league because of what you guys accomplished?
Probably not. And that's a great thing because hopefully we're back, where we plan to be. So, no.
Steph, does losing to LeBron James' team mean something different, or is just one more game?
Just one more game.
Michael Thompson, the father of Klay Thompson, of course, #1 overall draft pick in 1978 with the Portland Trail Blazers, won back-to-back championships with the LA Lakers in 87 and 88. Of course, rookie first team, all-rookie first team back in 79. And, of course, the father of Klay Thompson. Our Warriors reporter, Karen Burke, caught up with Michael Thompson on Klay Thompson and much, much more. You want to check this out.
How is your son doing mentally?
Oh, he's doing much better this year because he's around the team. He's involved with the team, encouraging them, supporting them. They're around him, encouraging and supporting him, and he's helping to call games on TV with the guys. So it's a good way for him to be around the team and stay involved because it helps pass the time go faster than being away from the team. You feel isolated. You don't feel like you're a part of it. But even though he's not playing, just being there on the bench supporting the guys, he feels like he's a part of it.
Yeah, our broadcast cameras like to, they like to show Klay on the broadcast. He's such a fan favorite. And I feel like I can see his longing that he's with the team, but he's not on the court with the team. Do you sense that longing too?
Oh, yeah, no question about it. I went through this myself. I missed a year because of a broken leg, and you just can't wait to get back out there again. You can just see that he is just seething over there on the bench, that he can't help his team. He wants to be out there so bad. And next year when he comes back, guys like Klay who had to sit out a year or two, they will never take playing for granted again. They'll be so appreciative that they could be out there doing what they love to do and helping to support the guys and be a part of it. Yeah, he really misses it and would love to be out there in a day, no question about it.
Well, Steve Kerr said Klay's recovery is on track. Where is he physically? What can he do right now?
All he can do right now is just do his pool therapy, walking and stuff like that. He's not going to be cleared to do any basketball activity for probably a couple months yet. So, it just takes time with the Achilles. You just got to strengthen it and walk and get the tendon all. But he'll get there.
Klay was working so hard to come back from the ACL injury. He was doing his on-court workouts. He was just weeks away from playing in training camp with the Warriors this season, and then the Achilles injury hit. How far have you seen Klay come from that Achilles injury, maybe the first week after he got that, the emotions of that first week, to his perspective now?
Oh, much. He's definitely gone 180 degrees because obviously everybody's depressed when you get injured like that, coming off of one injury and then you go right into another one. Mentally, emotionally, it has to affect you. You're human. you're going to be depressed. You're going to be dejected and disappointed, and questioning things. But from those first few days or first couple of weeks, he's much more optimistic now and really excited about his progress and know that he's going to come back at 100%. So mentally, he's in a good place, positive place, and he's feeling good about his recovery.
One of the best things that we saw him do this season was, and I'm biased, of course, but join our broadcast. He is a natural. Does he get that from you? Might he have a future in broadcasting?
Yeah, he definitely gets it from me, not from his mother, Julie, because Julie's very, very quiet. She doesn't like to be in front of a camera, doesn't want to be outspoken about anything like that. So Clay definitely gets his gift of gab from me. And I always told him, I encourage him. I said, Clay, you got nothing else to do besides be around the guy's support. Get on the air as much as you can and help out with the broadcast. Be a part of it. And that'll be a fun thing to do. So hopefully he'll do that several more times this season.
Yeah, I will pass the mic anytime to Clay, so he can just come up and snatch it from me if he wants.
But, he can't share a place. You guys should just sit side by side, within 6 feet of each other and share them.
Have you had a chance to watch Steph Curry this season? Have you seen any of his numbers?
Yeah, I expected this. I said the Warriors are going to compete for playoff spots. Steph has to be MVP Steph, get back to that level of playing. Obviously, he deferred a lot when Kevin Durant was there to Kevin, which is the right thing to do. But now that Steph is the man, I knew he was going to get back to his MVP status of playing. That's what he's doing right now. Steph's in the conversation for MVP the way he's playing.
Well, that was one of my questions. If you had seen that from him, the things that he's taking on, I know LeBron is in that conversation too. So what is your MVP philosophy? Is it the player most valuable to his team? And does that team have to be winning?
Yeah, the team has to be winning. A guy like Bradley Beal is having a great year, but his team is sub 500. They're struggling to get to one of 10 play-in games or 10 play-in spots. So Bradley Beal, if his team had a reverse sort of a record, he'd be in the conversation, probably top 4 for MVP. But since Steph has the Warriors above 500 and he's playing at such a high level, yeah, he's if you had a Mount Rushmore of MVPs right now, it would be LeBron, Joel Embiid, probably James Harden, and Steph. That's probably the 4 right now as we speak today.
The Warriors are a team who's finding their identity, is rounding into form, and they have to find that identity without Clay, who's so important to the team as a two-way player and alongside Steph. It reminds me that they feel like ideal teammates, ideal friends even. It seems like there's no envy between them. Both of them could have seasons where they're making 200 three-pointers for 5 consecutive years. What do you think about the way Steph and Clay just vibe together?
Oh, I think they're just perfect for each other. They're the best backcourt they ever played together. Obviously I'm biased, but I think that's the greatest backcourt ever. And they'll come back and take up right where they left off when Clay comes back next year. But yeah, they have a mutual respect for each other. They know that they depend on each other to be successful, to win championships. And so does Draymond Green. They all have a respect. These 3 guys understand and respect each other's game so much that they know they can't win without the other ones doing their job. And there's no ego involved. Steph, as great as he is, probably the most ego-less superstar this game has maybe ever seen because he's so willing to sacrifice and pass on praise and compliments to his teammates and to other people, even his opponents. Steph doesn't seem to harbor any jealousy over any player. Same thing for Clay. They all appreciate what they can do for each other and with each other, and they just go out there and understand that winning as a team is all that matters. No one can win alone in this business. You must have help. I don't care if you're LeBron James or Michael Jordan or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Nobody can, or Steph Curry, no one in this league can win by themselves. They absolutely have to have big-time help from everybody. And Steph gets that from his teammates. And his teammates understand Steph has to be great for them to win too.
So this greatness, the greatest backcourt duo in the league, they'll miss 2 seasons together. And I know they have a very strong relationship in chemistry, but might they have to re-find their step together just because they've had so much distance from playing with each other? Oh
no, they'll hit the floor running. Like next fall, when the league resumes next season, they'll be in training camp and they'll be like they haven't missed a day together because their games complement each other so well that it's just like when Clay first got to the Warriors and him and Steph partnered up in the backcourt, they clicked immediately. And the same thing's going to pick up right where they left off because they guys understand how to play the game the right way and they understand each other's game so well.